Well done for another fantastic week of learning. Me, Miss Shaw and Mrs Dallywell love getting all of your emails of photos of what you've been up to, and I hope that after you complete this week's home learning you'll email us some photos of that too. Just a reminder that our email address is year1parents@eastparkacademy.com. So let me talk you through what we would like you to do this week. One of your activities is to take yourself on a materials hunt all around your home. Visit every room in your house and see if you can find objects made of fabric, plastic, metal, wood and glass. Now, to help you record what you find, you will need to draw a table. I've got one here. Here's my table. At the top, I've put all of the different materials that I'm looking for in each room, and here in these spaces I'm going to write down the objects I find made of those materials. Come on, let's go in my living room and see what we can find in there. Okay, I'm in my living room. I'm going to have a look around and see what objects I can find made of these different materials. So the first material on my table is plastic. Let me see, something made of plastic. I can see the knobs at the end of the radiator here. They're made of plastic, so I'm going to put radiator knobs on my table. Okay, the next material is wood, so I need to find something in this room made of wood. My TV stand, that's made of wood. I can put that on my table. My next material is metal, something in this room that's made of metal. The door handles of my doors, they're made of metal. I'll put those on my table. The next material is fabric. That's quite tricky because you can see I don't have any curtains in my living room. If I had curtains, they could be on my fabric list. I have got a carpet though, and that's made of fabric, so I'm going to put that on my table. Finally, I need to find something in this room made of glass. Well, straight away, I can see my windows are made of glass, and also on my windowsill, I have these vases, and they're made of glass too. So in my living room, I can put two things made of glass. I'm going to carry on and visit the other rooms in my house and find some other objects I can put in my table. Another activity that we would like you to do this week is to ask your grown-ups to read to you the story, The Three Little Pigs. If you don't have that book at home, it's okay, you can watch it on YouTube. If you click the link below this video, there's a PDF with all of this week's activities on, and the link is on there for you to visit YouTube and watch the story, The Three Little Pigs. When your grown-up has read the story to you or you've watched it online, I would like you to create a story map of the story and then use your story map to tell the story to your grown-ups. I'll show you mine so you know what I mean. Here's my story map. I started here by drawing the three little pigs, and they're leaving home because they've got too big to all fit in the house with their mum, and I've even written a speech bubble hereby. Then I drew a picture of the first little pig, and he built his house out of straw. I've drawn arrows, look, to show what comes next. So here's my arrow to follow, and I've drawn the next little pig with his house of sticks. Then I drew the third little pig with his house made of bricks. My next picture is the wolf. Now I've got a blue wolf because I didn't have a grey felt tip pen. Maybe you'll have an interesting coloured wolf too. So my blue wolf here is blowing down the house made of straw. Then I drew a picture of the wolf blowing down the house made of sticks. And then I drew a picture of him trying to blow down the house made of bricks, but he couldn't blow that one down. And here's a picture of all the three pigs safely inside the brick house, while the wolf is climbing down the chimney. And then in my last picture, I drew the wolf running away with his tail on fire because when he fell down the chimney, he landed in the fireplace. Now, when I use this story map to tell my story, I'm going to put in a lot more detail than I did just then. And I can't wait to see your story maps. Maybe you could film yourself telling the story of the three little pigs using your story map, and if you send that video into year1parents@eastparkacademy.com, it could be chosen on our YouTube channel as our storyteller of the week. Also this week we would like you to draw a picture of a house only using 2D shapes. So 2D shapes are flat shapes. You could use a square, a circle, a triangle, rectangle, a pentagon, that is the shape with 5 sides, a hexagon, That's the shape with 6 sides. If you know any other 2D shapes, you could use these too. Take a look at this example. What shapes can you see in this picture? I can see the windows have been made of lots of different shapes. There's a square window, a hexagon window, a circle window, and a pentagon window. There are some trees in this picture that have been made using rectangles, triangles, and a circle. And a very clever way of making a person using a hexagon for his body and a circle for his head. When you do your house pictures, perhaps you could add some extra detail and use shapes to make things like trees and sunshine and the car in your picture. For your final activity this week, we would like you to design your dream bedroom. Draw a picture of the room and everything you would love to have if you could design your perfect dream room. In my dream bedroom, I'd have a really high bed with a slide that I could slide down when it was time to get out. Now, I love running, so I definitely have some things in my room to do with running. Perhaps I would have the most up-to-date treadmill that I could do some training on. You need to think about how you decorate your room. I'm a real big Peppa Pig fan, so I think on my wall I'd have a big poster of Peppa Pig. Think about what colours your room will be. What toys might you have in your room if you could have any toys in the world? I like the idea of having a pogo stick that I could bounce around my room in. Maybe you'd have some pets in your room. I've always wanted a tortoise, so I think in my room I would draw a pet tortoise. Once you've finished designing your room, drawing and colouring everything you'd love to have in there, I would like you to write some sentences to tell me all about your dream bedroom. I'm going to show you steps to success so you know what we expect from your sentences. So, all of the sentences you write about your dream bedroom will need to start with a capital letter. Don't forget they touch the top line and the bottom line so that they're clearly bigger than the other letters in your writing. At the end of every sentence, remember to finish with a full stop. Don't forget finger spaces in between each word. That's what makes your writing clear and easy to read. Try and join some of your ideas with the conjunction and. Use some wow words, some adjectives. There will be loads of opportunities to use adjectives when you're writing about your bedroom. And for an extra challenge, you might find a way of writing a question about your room or an exclamation sentence, and they will need either a question mark at the end or an exclamation mark at the end. Don't forget your beautiful handwriting too and try and join those letters up. Send your writing in to us teachers. We'd love to see it and find out all about your dream bedroom. I hope you have lots of fun with your home learning this week. Don't forget you can also play online on TT Rockstars and practice your times tables, and you could also film a video of yourself telling a story and you could be chosen as our storyteller of the week. Make sure you send all of your learning in to me, Miss Shaw and Mrs Dallywell at year1parents@eastparkacademy.com. We love to get your emails. We'll always email you back, and if you send your learning in to us, you could be chosen as our Star of the Week or Learner of the Week in our assembly. So don't forget to check out our assembly. It will be on YouTube on Wednesday afternoon. Have a great week, guys, and hopefully you'll see you soon. Bye.